Mr. Deputy Speaker, as we move into the 21st century, the inner cities of our country are falling under the shadow of gun crime. And let me say here that there is no single aspect of crime and criminality that causes so much fear and anxiety amongst ordinary people than the use of guns, including air guns. We have recently had the announcement of statistics which show the rise in gun crime nationally. And I know that gun crime, including incidents involving air guns, is a big problem in many of our city centres, and some of my honourable colleagues will speak to that fact. But I want to remind the House that the national figures mask a particularly steep rise in our inner cities. In London, in the year 2000 to 2001, gun crime incidents stood at 2,817. But in the last year, gun crime incidents had gone up to 4,192, a rise of 49%. In the Greater Manchester area, in 2000 to 2001, gun crime stood at 964, but in the most recent period, statistics have been collected, it's gone up to 1,361, a rise of 41%. And in the West Midlands, the site of the very tragic shooting of those young girls, which was in the papers all over Christmas and New Year, gun crime went up from a level of 887 in 2000 and 2001 to 1,289, a rise of 45%. Handguns were used last year in over 5,871 incidents, the highest number ever recorded. It represents a 46% increase since the year before. Let me remind the House that in the whole of 1954, the year after I was born, in the whole of that year, there were only 4 armed robberies in the whole of London. Today, 4 armed robberies take place in London every single day. So these are the parameters of the statistical parameters of the problem. But as a Member of Parliament for a part of London, the Hackney and Tottenham area, which has, I think, the highest level of gun crime in the country, I need to draw to the attention of colleagues what it is like for people to live in an area, a residential area, much of it with high value residential housing, where you can wake up in the morning and find there's a shooting at the end of your road, when you can look out of the window and see a vehicle with a dead person in it, where people queuing at bus stops have been the victims of drive-by shootings, when you can be a perfectly innocent young person at a club or a party and get caught up in these gun crime incidents.